What's up, everybody? I wanted to share with you a new build that I've been working on, and this is my sniper rifle build. And as you can see, I've got 525,000 base damage on this Nemesis. This Nemesis isn't perfectly rolled, but it is pretty damn good. And it hits really, really hard. Buffed up, meaning as you put the debuff on the enemy, it can hit for over 500,000. I'm hitting 522,336. Something like that. I don't even know how to read those numbers. They're too big. But it hits really, really, really hard. And that's with no other buffs involved. Just the sharpshooter spec. I'm not running unstoppable force or anything. So I'm going to show you all the stuff that we've got. Actually, I'm going to shoot it first, just so you guys can see, because it's really, really awesome. If we're doing a non-charged up build, or I mean a non-fully debuffed shot, it hits for 3.5 million. However, if you put the debuff on them, which will happen on bosses, like on different bosses in the raid, you will actually get that debuff. So we've got... There we go. So we're hitting 5,223,365. That time I said the number right. I think. 5,223,365. However, the TAC-50 also got a really nice buff in this latest patch. Check this out. It hits for 4 million. And you can do more follow-up shots quicker. So the TAC-50, as far as I know, doesn't get affected by aces and eights. So if you don't have an aces and eights, the TAC-50 is going to be more damage output than the Nemesis, which is pretty nice. It hits for 500,000 more damage than a fully buffed up Nemesis shot. And you can follow up your shots a lot faster. It's pretty nice. So as far as the way I made this build, I'll go over my stat sheet first. We've got 525,000 base weapon damage, 21 crit chance, 47 crit damage, 245% headshot damage, and where is it? 92% damage to elites. That is pretty damn good. We've also got 50% marksman rifle damage, 29 assault rifle, and 20% all weapon damage. I do have an assault rifle as my secondary. It doesn't really matter. I don't know if I would ever actually use it unless something came real close, which I guess does happen. So I'm running an assault rifle with strained and extra as the magazine mod. I've got in rhythm on my sidearm. I really like in rhythm. As far as skills go, I'm running a chem launcher and a reviver hive. This is a very, very squishy build. So you got to be a little bit careful. I mean, it's not that squishy, but it is squishy. Since you're not running clutch, you don't have a defender drone. You could run a defender drone if you wanted. It is very squishy, so you want to be careful. I would mostly use this in a raid when you run against Boomer, and when you run against the 3 mini boomers, whatever they're called. This would be a great build to run with that. I wouldn't use this against, Buddy and Lucy, and I wouldn't use this in the final boss fight. But prior to all that, I think this is what I'm going to be running in the raids. My mask is Murakami. I'm wearing this. It's got the 8% health, almost 20,000 health, 37 damage to elites, and hard hitting for another 10%. Backpack. It's important to have a 3-piece Araldi. Unfortunately, Araldi only rolls backpacks, gloves, and holsters, so you don't have any other options for those slots. Right here, I've got 12 crit chance on the backpack, 9 weapon damage, and damage to elites with an offensive mod for 6% more marksman rifle damage. You don't need to have a super crazy backpack. This doesn't even look like it's that good. It doesn't have any blues or anything, but it's got the damage to elites, which is what's the most important. It's also got the red mod slot, which is also very important, and the red for weapon damage. The crit chance, if you wanted more survivability, you could drop that crit chance for, a blue or whatever. But this is what I'm running. The crit chance isn't a bad idea, though. So when you do crit, it's a nice chunk more damage. As far as chest goes, this is my new Fenris chest. This used to be my crit chance chest, but it got recently converted over to a headshot damage chest. We've got 23,000 health, 24% headshot damage, 5.5 weapon with Berserk, which this build doesn't actually use Berserk, but this will also be used on my assault rifle build that is a non-crit assault rifle build, like a headshot damage build. So this is a pretty sweet chest for that. And it's got hard hitting and an offensive mod slot. I have it spec'd for assault rifle, marksman, and weapon, so we've got 5% of both. I could get 1% more marksman with my mods, but I decided to also give a little nice bonus damage to my assault rifle. Gloves, Araldi, you don't really have any other option. Unfortunately, I haven't found a better pair, so I'm only running 7%. This could be 12. However, it's really important to have the headshot damage here. You could also get away with damage to elites. Either one can work. However, I went with headshot damage. And unfortunately, yeah, only 7%. So we're missing a good 5% more marksman rifle damage there. And that completes oh, that doesn't quite complete it. Holster completes the 3-piece bonus for Araldi's. This one, honestly, I've thought about running crit chance on this, because then I could get my crit chance into like the 40s or something, high 30s. But currently, I'm just running the health, 40,000 health with precise, which is important, and a red mod slot. So really what you want to look for here is the precise talent, the red mod slot, and then if you want survivability, which I felt I probably should go with because it's pretty damn squishy the way it is. So that's what we got there. And then knee pads. I'm just running Wyvern knee pads. They have crit chance. If you don't want the crit chance, what you could do is spec for more survivability. Give yourself a blue. You could also run on your chest instead of Berserk. You could run Unstoppable Force, and then maybe run some more blues elsewhere. Like on your backpack, get a blue, and then run some like Heliguard knee pads. You'll get 3 blues there. So if we had 1 blue on our backpack, that'd put us up to 4. Heliguard would give us 3 more. That would put us up to 7. And then you could use Unstoppable Force on your chest. And that would give you around, I don't know, depends on how much armor. Probably with Heliguard, you'd be looking at 200,000, maybe 225,000 armor that way, depending if you had it on your backpack. In a perfect world, that's probably what I would run if I had the option for my backpack to have the right rolls with Araldi's and the armor, the weapon damage and everything. I'd probably do that. But for the time being, I'm running Wyvern with hard hitting and a red mod slot. The main reason I'm using this is because of the red mod slot. If it didn't have a red mod slot, you could use whatever else, but there's not much better than Wyvern right now as far as damage output knee pads. I think you can also do Overlords now. Yes, Overlords are just like Wyvern. So if you are running rifle damage, or if you have multiple pieces of Overlords for like the armor or the damage to elites, Overlords is also very similar to Wyvern, where it rolls the red slot, hard hitting, and the attribute. Keep in mind with the new change, mod slots are just red, blue, or yellow now. It doesn't matter if you put a protocol or a system. So all my builds got a little bit stronger. I'm pretty happy about the change, honestly. And man, this build, it hits really, really hard. I'm looking forward to using it more in the raids. And let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like the video. Check out my other builds. I've got some really good crit chance clutch AR build that I run in the raid, and some other ones that aren't necessarily as new, but they're still very relevant and worth checking out. This also penetrates, so watch. There's 3 targets. I don't know if it'll kill all 3. Let's find out. It did. That's badass. We just dropped all 3 targets in one shot. I don't think it used to do that. I know it said it did, but I don't know. That's pretty awesome, honestly. I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty sweet right there. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and check me out live, Twitch TV/Inigo Montoya. And I think I covered everything, obviously sharpshooter spec. And thank you guys for watching. See you around.